Rugby league can be confusing for newcomers with its countless rules and intricacies. However, getting a good understanding of this huge and complex sport is the key to fully appreciating it. In this video, we'll cover all the basics of league, laws, rules, and more, so after this video, you can jump straight into a game. I've broken this video into 7 main pillars of essential components to the game, each segment covering a different type of crucial rule or law, so let's get right into it. The fundamental aim of rugby league is straightforward, to outscore the opposing team within the 80-minute match duration. Teams employ various tactics and strategies to achieve this goal, utilising the unique rules and structure of the sport to their advantage. Rugby league matches are contested between 2 teams, each fielding 13 players on the pitch at any given time. An additional 4 players are available as substitutes, allowing for strategic replacement during the game, or if something goes wrong and a player can't continue. The playing field for rugby league has specific dimensions and markings. The field has a length of 100 metres, marked every 10, excluding the in-goal areas, and a width typically around 68 metres. 2 goalposts stand at either side, shaped like capital H's on the end lines, or tri-line in the middle. And finally, the in-goal areas. They go for 6 to 11 metres from the tri-line backwards, and where you can score. The field is bounded by several lines that determine whether the ball is out of play. The touch lines are the sidelines to the left and right of the field, and the dead ball lines are the lines beyond the in-goal areas at the very ends. When the ball or a player carrying it crosses these boundaries, play is halted and restarted. If the ball goes into touch or crosses the sidelines, play resumes with a scrum. And if the ball crosses the dead ball line, play restarts from the 20-metre line nearest to where it went out. The primary way to score is by obtaining a try, which is worth 4 points. This occurs when a player grounds the ball in the opponent's in-goal area, demonstrating downward pressure on the ball. Following a successful try, the scoring team has the opportunity to attempt a conversion kick for an additional 2 points, which must be taken from a position in line with where the try was scored, and aimed between the goalposts above the crossbar. Additionally, teams can score points through penalty kicks, awarded for various infringements, which also yield 2 points if successfully kicked between the goalposts. Lastly, a drop goal, executed by kicking the ball through the post during open play, is worth 1 point, or 2 if it's outside the 40-metre line, and adds a tactical element as it can be attempted at any time, particularly when teams are in a tight match. One of the fundamental rules in rugby league offense is that the ball can only be passed backwards or laterally. Forward passes are not allowed and result in a turnover. This means offensive players must be strategic about positioning themselves to receive passes as they move up the field. The offense can maintain possession for as long as they can, continue to advance the ball and try to score. However, after 6 tackles, there's a handover, so the offense must be strategic about using their tackles effectively to gain field position. After being tackled, the player must release the ball and do a play the ball by rolling it backwards with their foot, having another player picking it up and continuing the action. On the 5th tackle, teams will often kick the ball downfield to push the other team back from the try line before possession changes. 2 defenders are allowed to remain in the ruck area, while the rest need to go back 10 metres. The offense can then pick up the ball from the player that got tackled and continue their attack by passing it or just running it. Unlike in some other sports, offensive players are not allowed to obstruct or block defenders to create space for the ball carrier. This means offensive formations and plays must be designed around players running support lines and creating space through positioning and passing. Now, onto another big part, which is kicking. In rugby league, various types of kicks are employed strategically throughout the game to gain territorial advantage and maintain possession. The punt kick is used to clear the ball downfield. For more precise field positioning, players may go for a grubber kick, which involves bouncing the ball along the ground to force the opposing team to play at it, or risk conceding to a scrum. The bomb, a high spiraling kick, is used to challenge the catching ability of the opposing team. Each kick is used to execute certain tactics and plays, but a wrong kick choice can lead to a team handing the opposition a try and potentially even losing the team a match. Next, we're going to look at some important rules and laws that are pretty crucial for knowing the game. Firstly, knock-on. A knock-on occurs when an attacking player drops the ball forwards, causing it to hit the ground or another player. Next up is a huge part of rugby league that differs from pretty much every other sport like it, and it's the scrum. A rugby league scrum involves players making a formation to begin play from. The halfback feeds the ball through the legs of one of the props usually and receives it from the back of the scrum. Traditionally, and still in Union, scrums were used for teams to compete for possession of the ball. However, with the introduction of fair but uncontested scrums, the ball is now fed into the second row, reducing the effective competition of the ball. Next is a strange rule, the 40-20. The 40-20 rule, introduced by the ARL in Australia in 1997, and later adopted by Britain, rewards the accurate kicking in general play. For a successful 40-20 kick, the kicker must be behind his side of the 40-meter line when kicking the ball. The ball must first hit the ground within the field of play, then the ball must go over the sidelines past the opponent's 20-meter line. The kicking team is awarded a restart from where the ball left the field. Very similar is the 20-40 kick. The 20-40 is basically the same as the 40-20 but reversed. So the kicker must be behind his side of the 20-meter line when kicking the ball, and then it has to go over the sidelines past the 40-meter line of the opponents. We're onto structure. After a coin toss with the captains and referee, the winner chooses to either kick off or receive the kickoff, and selects which end of the field to attack for the first half, because the ends change after halftime. Each team defends their end of the field and alternates between attacking and defending, and at the 40th minute, teams take a 10-minute break and swap ends. There we have it, that's the fundamental rules and laws of rugby league. Hope this video gives you some knowledge which will help you understand and enjoy the game more the next time you see it. Now, if you want another pillar of rugby league, then I recommend watching my video about the positions of the game. There, I cover all the different positions, how they all play and what they do. So you should go ahead and watch that if you want a complete beginner's guide of the game. Feel free to comment any important pieces of information that I might have missed or gotten wrong, or anything else that could be insightful for new fans of the sport. Subscribe if you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one.